Hi everyone, Dermot Crowley from Adapt Training. I just wanted to give you a very quick high-level overview of some of the setting changes that you need to either remake when you get back to your desk or check that they have translated back to your desktop version of Microsoft Outlook. This will just ensure that you are completely set up and Outlook is maximized for productivity. So my starting place here is going to be in the calendar, and if you recall, we really suggest that the calendar becomes your main screen in Outlook, because that's where your daily plan is going to live, and that's where your task list is also going to live. So one of the setting changes we made was to turn on the to-do bar on the right hand side of the screen, and we also formatted it so that it shows you your tasks in a much more manageable and digestible way. Some of the key changes there were changing the arrange by to start date, so your tasks are showing up on the date that you want to start working on them. And we also did some formatting changes that make your high priority tasks stand out, and also shows you when you've got an email attached to a task, things like that. So if your daily plan is not looking like this, it's probably a good idea to go to your setup guide in your workbook, or there is a copy of the setup guide attached to this email, and just work through the setup changes recommended in there to set up your daily plan view in your calendar. Great, okay, once we've done that, then the next stop is our inbox. Now, when we go into the inbox, one of the things that we recommend very highly is that you do not live in your inbox. You go and check your emails at regular point in time throughout the day. Now, when you do go in to check your emails, it's important that your inbox is set up in the right way. So one of the setup changes that we made was to actually turn off your to-do bar in the inbox. It's normally on by default. And the reason for that is your inbox is not the place to have your task list. You really want that to be in your calendar. Your inbox should be dedicated to processing email. I do have the reading or the review pane opened on the right hand side of my inbox, which allows me to very quickly click on an email and see the content of it. That helps me to make quick and effective decisions when I'm running my emails through the 4Ds. Okay. Going up above my inbox now to my toolbar, a couple of setup changes that we recommend there were, number one, to set up some quick steps. Now, in my quick steps window here, you'll notice that I've got a couple of quick steps set up to help me to turn an email into either a task or a calendar entry. And this is going to help you with your actioning of important emails. And we also suggested modifying the quick access toolbar. So this is a small toolbar which can either sit above or below the ribbon, and you can add functions to this toolbar, and that means they're always available to you, whereas the ribbon toolbar is a contextual toolbar where only certain functions are available at certain times. So if you want to add functions to the quick access toolbar, simply right click on them and choose add to quick access toolbar. Okay, this is probably a good time to also think about your filing system. If you didn't modify your filing system in the workshop, you know that we recommend having fewer folders rather than more. So this could be a good time to have a think about whether you need to have one filing folder, or you're going to go with a more condensed set of filing folders, but we do recommend 10 or less. Now, the final set of changes I'm going to recommend are probably the most critical to think about, because these changes definitely do not translate back to your desktop when you're using a training room PC. If I go to my written toolbar and click on File and then go down to Options, it brings me into an area where there are lots of things that I can change about how Outlook behaves. Now, there's only two that I'm really interested in here. If I go to the Mail tab, this is where I can tell Outlook when I want to have a message arrival alert. Now, we're actually going to suggest that you turn all of those off and don't let yourself get distracted by incoming emails. The second key change here is to go to the Advanced tab. And we suggest setting up Outlook to open up into your calendar, because that should be your starting screen when you start the day, because that starts your day proactively rather than having the inbox as your starting screen, because that tends to start your day reactively. So there are two of the key changes that you will need to make again when you get back to your desk. Okay, so once you've checked that all of those changes are in place and you've made any additional changes that you need to make, you're ready to go. Time to start using the system. So we hope that that's been helpful. Refer to your setup guide if there's anything that you're not clear about, and good luck using the system over the next couple of days. Bye.